you merge with like machines, and then you wake up in a new reality which you created. Homo sapiens is about to end, like come to an end, and Homo mechanicus or Homo whatever you want to say, it's coming. If creativity has no value, then what has value?
We're making slop, cooking up some slop. Come and get your slop.
Hey, good. How are you, Kadir?
Good, great.
Sweet, man.
It's
Good to
working.
see you. Also known as Cosmic Palette.
Yeah, that's my first name. Like
What?
first, like social media name,
Oh,
not
cool.
my name.
Was that so? That was before AI?
No,
Oh, okay.
but it's my first account that I start like posting on social media.
Okay. Cool,
Yeah,
man.
how are you doing? What do you
I'm
do?
great.
You read a lot of books.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of those are like reference. A lot of graphic novels.
Hmm.
Gotta stay
Not,
inspired.
yeah, they're different. Nothing
Yeah.
similar to me.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to. Oh, yeah, Space Odyssey. Yeah, that's obviously, but
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much.
What do you read?
I don't read nothing lately.
Yeah.
We just work with the videos, just edit, create or try to write stories. But before that, I used to read history, mythology, philosophy, that kind of stuff, like a little bit deep
Yeah, yeah.
depth.
Is that kind of because I feel like your work has that kind of aspect of like historical, like grandeur, battles, royalty.
It's
It
like
seems like that.
holy wars.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Because
cool.
there's a like I'm a fan of the Lord of the Rings,
Oh yeah.
and that kind of movies, like the epic movies or stories, they have evil and good, and there's always fight between them, and good always wins, but like with the small things, you wouldn't expect. So I love those kind of stories. I love the stories that there is a great danger, like some evil but universal evil,
Mhm.
and there are some good people they're trying to fight. So that's what I'm trying to show in the videos too. Like the stories overall, it's from that framework
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see
usually.
that. Yeah, yeah. Do you have do you have like a bigger story in mind that you want to tell? Like, it seems like you're building out a world kind of. Like,
So I wrote the story like ontology from the beginning to the end. Like it's 12,000 years.
whoa.
It started Göbekli Tepe, do you know, in Turkey. Like they say it's the first, temple, or they don't know yet. But I think it starts there because that's where, like, not just there, but that timeline, not in the Anatolia, but in the maybe Egypt or, Peru or everywhere at the same time. It happened. That's what I think. Like
So
from beginning.
yeah, I know it from Graham Hancock, right? Talks about is it Göbekli Tepe?
Yeah, Göbekli Tepe. It's like an old historical place, but it's from 10,000 years ago. So it's like way before pyramids and way before Stonehenge, anything you can like think of. And nobody knows why they built that, big rocks, because that time there is no civilization, like there is no villages or, like big communities. So nobody understands why they don't even have houses, but they built those structures. Why? You know?
Whoa. So I see. So you're kind of building out a story around that, like the origins or
I mean, I'm just trying to make it make sense, the world.
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
just imagining human species, like we are not any different than animals if you think about it. I mean, if you go deep in the human behavior, you see we are still an animal. Like you act now, we have the rules and everything, like we have culture, so we act like like smart humans, but if you think about it, if you take the technology from us, we can go back to that time like really fast. And maybe in 2 generations, we can forget how to speak. So I built everything from that perspective. So humanity has a data from the day one, the day we start talking, like you ask why. From that day to the end of the timeline, maybe singularity, because that's what I think, like it's everything's gonna merge at some point, and then it start over again. So I wrote that world. So now I know, what timeline can I go, what story can I tell from the whole thing.
Whoa,
That's the
dude,
world building.
dude, you're going epic, dude.
I don't know.
It. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying maybe it makes sense to me, but the story, it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. But
Yeah,
I
for
like it.
sure. It's interesting you bring up the singularity because I feel like just from watching the AI video space, like I kind of, watch other tech spaces, but this is what I'm focused on. And just that alone, when you see the exponential
How
rate of
fast?
it's wild, dude, because like a year ago, there'd be like a new model, right? Like every 6 months
Mhm.
or maybe, and you're like, whoa, and it blows everyone's mind, and then it kind of dies down, and everyone goes back to work. But now it's like so fast,
So
and even
fast.
it's wild, dude. And like open source is blowing up. Like, so to me, I'm like that. If you map that onto all other tech areas, which I don't even know about, and those are all increasing at the same rate. I mean, we clearly are on a steep
Yeah.
curve.
We can see the development on the AI video because we are in it. But imagine what kind of developments are going on with the other kind of technologies. I mean, imagine what you can do with AI. Like it used to take me for 2 minute video. I was maybe spending like a 2 weeks, week or 2 weeks because I create the image, I make it video, I create a sound, then add under it. So it looks like a thing. It used to be like that. Now I can just prompt and get whatever I want. So then what? You know?
That's a good question. What do you think?
I think
What's
it's gonna be personal, So the games, there is a way to make games, there is a way to make movies, maybe like I think they all are gonna change and it's gonna become more personal. That's how
in
we go singularity, I think. Like, okay, you don't work because there's nothing to do, everything get done by AI. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna read, okay, you're gonna live the life, but like how are you gonna find the meaning, are you gonna just go live like a hedonist, just enjoy life? Like you gotta find something. I think that's why we at some point people are gonna get immersed so much with AI. That's how we go singularity, because you're not gonna just experience like you. I don't know, why would I want to experience life if I'm done with it, then I can imagine you can get your mind like in the movie, the what was the I forgot the name,
the
but
Matrix? No,
not the Matrix, but more like, yeah, forgot it. But they sleep and then they start in a dream, but it's like new real world. I forgot the movie name. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm
It's
sure I do. Yeah.
I can't remember the name. Christopher Nolan's movie.
Oh yeah, Inception, like where they're
Yes, 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 yes. So imagine
yes, yeah.
something like that, but you merge with like machines, and then you wake up in a new reality which you created, or it's created for you specifically. So you can live any life you want, or you can invite, or you can create any NPCs that's like basically AI. So imagine you create any world you want, and then you can get in and live in. That's
Whoa.
what where I think we are going.
So you're thinking beyond even like what's gonna happen to filmmaking? Are there gonna be movies? You're like, no,
I
dude,
don't
you're
think
gonna be
movies
inside.
gonna be a thing in 10 years. Maybe for the old generation that grow up with the movies, but newer generation, imagine like if you have the VR glasses that's gonna give you 10x more fun, nobody's gonna play with the monitor or the mouse. And if you have something that you connected to your brain, then you wake up in another reality that you wanted to, nobody's gonna be interested in.
Do you think though that's so interesting? I mean, I can totally see a world where that happens. It to me, it reminds me of the idea that I've heard some like tech, you know, influencers talk about, which is like very soon you'll be able to like tell AI like, hey, give me a new Star Wars episode, give me a new Lord of the Rings episode, give me this episode. And it
Very
seems like,
possible.
and what you're suggesting is like many steps further, but it's still, I want, it's almost like, give me this world I want to run around in, give me this like situation. But then I wonder if, because the issue I come across with like, give me my own Star Wars episode is like a lot of people don't want to come up with their own stuff or come up with their own
Yeah,
stories. And especially when you said like, what are you going to do? Like some people are going to want to fish, some people are going to want to like,
yeah,
you know, do what they work on cars, and they don't want to figure out a new Star Wars story. They want someone to tell the story to them,
yeah.
or create, or to go to your example, like they want someone else to create a world that they can go enter and look around in because it's going to be so cool.
Hmm.
So isn't that the same um, issue where right now everyone's like every Hollywood's cooked, it's just going to be slop everywhere, but you're still going to need people who are creating worlds or creating stories or doing at a high level.
Yeah.
I wonder, or am I just being optimistic, or you know?
I think all of them is gonna exist at same time. Some people watch movies, some people like choose to play games. I think is just like I just see the AI and how fast it's developing, and I just thinking about like what's possible.
Yeah,
But for now, I don't think it's gonna happen like soon, not soon.
it's
But in the
interesting. Yeah.
storyline, I wrote so there are some episodes I wrote 52 episodes. I only made 14, and it's kind of like story tells like how humanity developed the intelligence, like how we started developing this intelligence that we can talk right now, or you can understand, like even the abstract things can make sense in your brain. This is like a whole 10,000-year process. We all like collected all the information, and then that's what we have. So what I think in the next coming years, information will be more important and more available, but more complicated. Like you will not know which one is true, which one is not, because I mean you can create information for, you don't need to have something. So I think you say like I don't want to live in a world that I created because I want something more creative. So that's what the job is gonna be, I think, in the future. You can just sell your dreams because there's nothing else left. Like you can only sell what you have in your mind, because it's just you. Like imagine the movies I make or you make. You are the only person that can make that movie. Without you, we would never been able to see that, or me. So that's where I think where the thing's gonna go. So we just gonna need
Hmm.
creative people, create good features, because right now our feature are created by the politicians. That's why it's always fucked up. There always wars, always something bad happening. But I think in the future, if we create wherever we want to live, that's where we're going to live.
That's cool, man.
This is the
Cool.
starting point, I think, with AI.
I think you're right. I mean, people refer to it as like, uh, it's bigger than the internet. It's bigger than electricity. It's like intelligence at scale for everybody that's almost free. I mean, there's never been anything like this. It's
No,
different. It's like it's almost more important than like fire. It's intelligence. I mean, that's wild.
I think it's bigger than that. I think Homo sapiens is about to end, like come to an end, and Homo mechanicus or Homo whatever you want to say, it's coming. Like not human, but something sapient, like maybe I don't know, like something metal. But I think our time as humans in the world is like we, so imagine intelligence, right? What makes us different is our intelligence. Like we can talk, we can communicate. That's what makes us different. So right now, not the humans, but the intelligence itself is getting separated from the humans and getting into another dimension. So maybe it will develop without us. We will stay here, or maybe I don't know what it finds like makes sense to do, but there's another intelligence, like it's almost alien species because it's there. If you talk to cloud, I mean, there's something, it's not
Hmm.
maybe conscience, but you can say there's an intelligence, and
Absolutely.
cloud is so smart.
Yeah. Are you using Claude Code or Claude Cowork or
I'm using all
anything?
of them. I
You are?
tell, yeah, I spent so much money last year.
Do you, are there any, because I'm like about to pull the trigger. I just watched, I think oh yeah, I sent you guys that one video about how that guy is using Claude code to like front end his video making process. Do
Never
you,
done anything like that.
yeah,
Like
okay.
I tried to automate the image production. It's easy, but you don't get what you want for the movies. So
Yeah,
I don't think it's there yet. But I
yeah.
use Cloud for other stuff to maybe like write scripts or just to talk, talk about ideas, perspectives. Yeah, it's very smart. And I don't even know big problems. People solve big problems with Cloud.
Have you always, it's so interesting. Like, I love, it's interesting that we met through American Alchemy because, like, it's that
Yeah.
is such a, that's such a, like, a point that, like, has all those offshoots of, like, what, alternative history, UFOs, like, psychedelics, like,
Mm.
occult, all that stuff, which like I am very interested in. And obviously you are too. So that's cool. Like it all kind of like converges.
Yeah, it merges. But what if everything is true? And what if it's a way to just keep people under control? Because they told us power is the always managed, like rules the world, right? Power or money. What if it was all the time data? Like some kind of people, certain, like maybe 30 people, 50 people, like they have data and they for centuries they just pass it over. So imagine you don't have free will. What if everything was already written, right? So what if these people knows that and just always, like, whatever happens in the world, good or bad, it needs to happen. So that's where we are going. So they're just controlling the data, that what what someone else know, so you just believe in that.
So that would mean like in the past, like when books were like rare and the ability to even write or be literate was rare. That was a case of like people controlling data, right? And information and manipulating information.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or
because imagine,
churches.
I have a crazy theory, right? Like
Great.
it will sound maybe a little bit stupid, but it's just a theory. I don't expect it to sound, make sense.
That's fine.
So in the history, there's a thing they call like sea nations, but nobody knows anything about them. And it's from, I think, 1000 before Christ. Something happening in Anatolia. Like it's wiping out almost all the cities, and nobody knows if it's, like natural disaster, or if it's like nobody knows, but something wipes out. So what I'm thinking, I'm just trying to, structure in my mind. Imagine in the two worlds, the World War Second. What if there was an alien species, okay, come to the Earth, suck all the souls, kill all the people, like he just because the theory they say like they need your energy, right, good or bad. So what if this smart, but imagine they're way smarter than us, and they have, they control the big parts of the world that keeps the data and power. What if the world, this is just crazy, but just think, what if the second world war never happened? This creature actually came to the world, get whatever they need, kill people, got the souls, and then change the whole literature, write everything, get the top guys, tell the stories, and then next generation doesn't know anything.
Dude,
Or
that is such a good idea.
with the technology, they can just reset your memory, right? What if this is a some like a circle that comes whenever they want to, or every like certain times period? They come, destroy, get they what they want, reset the memory, and start over.
Do you know this book at all? There is no anti-mimetic division.
What is that?
Bro, you got to check this out. It's essentially like this there's this like federal agency that is hidden behind this field so no one can see the buildings essentially. And they study all these different like creatures and phenomenon, and there's this one creature that is anti-mimetic, which means like no one can know about it. Once you actually see it or know about it, it'll like destroy you. So they're trying to battle this thing that like almost like they can't acknowledge, and they have to like go into this room that's like barricaded with like I don't know, magnetics or gravity or something, where they can study it, but then when they leave they have to erase their memories. So there's only this one room with all the information about this thing, and then they leave and they're trying to like battle this thing. It's really trippy, it's really good. There's a lot of like action, it's really well written, it's like coherent. But what you're saying remind it's like whether or not like your particular theory is exactly right, it speaks to the idea of like
Probably
how
not.
pliable memory is and how manipulated, like even like we don't remember shit from a week ago, like even like what's
Oh,
happening at the Iran stuff, I feel like it's just a total TV show. I'm like, what is going on? Like, is anything real? Like, you just don't know, you know?
no. And the Chinese wall and the China makes me think a lot about this specific subject.
Because of like
Because
Beijing and stuff, right? They just don't
yeah,
acknowledge it.
no, the Chinese wall, the way, yeah, in the history they make it to, keep their borders and protect them from the Turks and other like Mongolian tribes. But what if they know, what if Chinese people, because their structure of social life. So in America, you don't really know who is your neighbor, right? Like, you don't really talk to people. You have your family far away. But in China, they know their 40th cousin and they live together. So no matter what happens in the community, like they are connected. So in the States, you might be living your own world, and I am living my own world. We have no idea. Like something be happening in New York, and I will have no idea, or anywhere else. So Chinese people kept that structure for thousands of years together, and they never try to go out or like, you know, for colonial things. They were always stuck together. So what if they know actually something that they need to, the goal of the life is not to extend but to survive.
Mm,
That's how they think.
yeah,
Maybe because they know something.
yeah. And you have that chain link connection that goes all the way back. So you have like tradition being passed down and an understanding of history and your environment, yeah, your country, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I see it. I can see, I see both sides because that's like such a beautiful idea. And it is sad that we're so disconnected and fragmented in the US and we like
Yeah.
spread out. But then also on the other hand, sometimes tradition can hold us back, or if you are really stuck in a family unit, you might not be able to pursue your dreams, or you know what I mean, like go
True.
chase the horizon. There's like a balance. And but yeah, but I see
It's the
value in both.
truth. That's why I'm here, because I like my freedom.
Yeah,
But some
yeah, no,
people, but for the society, you have to have those
yeah,
connections
yeah,
to
you do.
society, because
Yeah.
otherwise, like they are happier if you check them.
Oh yeah, totally. Having yeah.
But
Yeah.
you told me at that day, like you're just working.
Yeah.
It's same. We are just working. We're just chasing our dreams. Maybe
Yeah.
it's a good thing. It's a
Yeah.
good thing at some point.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing. It's
Yeah.
but there's sacrifice. Everything comes with sacrifice. I even, I'm interested to talk to you about this because I was talking to Ryan Lightbourne, this AI filmmaker, about this the this new phenomenon that AI video or image generators are sensing of like when you really are grinding, this sense of like you get energized, by seeing these amazing, seeing your dreams or something even better than what you can imagine, but then also you feel drained and like it's almost like sucking something out of you. Like, do you get that at all? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's exciting, you're inspired, but also it's draining, and you're like,
Yeah.
well, is this good? Like, is it sucking out part of my soul? Like, what is going on?
I think you need to balance it. Like I really take my dogs out, but in the morning it helps me a lot. Or I go out, work out sometimes. Without that, if you try to just give everything you have, I think creativity has limits. I also think human brain doesn't actually, like, when it comes to creativity, yeah, you have some information, to give something, but also it comes to me sometimes it's like you're receiving something, like
Totally.
your brain is works, like something is coming to you. That's why movies are making me think a lot. What if, like, the big artists, big writers, they are usually the people, they live by themselves, quiet. They just think, so they're always in their mind. And then they start to see something or like give something. So what if our brains are actually like receiving when you go deep? Maybe that's why you're getting tired. You're sucking your energy.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Do you know the filmmaker David Lynch at all?
Yeah,
Yeah, he talks about that a lot, and he was big into transcendental meditation and receiving ideas and images and fragments and
yeah.
putting them. Yeah,
And
it's a
AI
big.
makes it even better, because sometimes you create something, you're like, wow, because the realistic images. So I focus on realistic images. I always want to get the most realistic one. So when you aim that, even if you go to alien space, it's real. So you're like, is this actually like AI made it, or somehow, because it's possible. Endless universe, it might exist somewhere at some time.
Yeah, damn man.
The
So
what? Yeah,
oh, go ahead, please.
I was just gonna say, where is it? I'll send you later. I'll send you a
Okay,
video
okay.
about this matter. Yeah, what were you asking?
Well, so you said a lot of stuff that I'm very interested in. I don't know where to go exactly. I mean, I'm interested in
AI filmmaking.
yeah, but even just your thoughts about like how the you know I'm interested. You mentioned like how the human brain like is able to understand and
Receiving.
grapple, yeah, and abstract concepts. Um, I think that's really fascinating, and the fact that we're like divorcing intelligence and like offloading that onto
Yeah.
AI, and what does that leave us with? Um, yeah,
That's the world. Like I wrote that 52 episodes from that framework. Like the thing makes us is consciousness. And right now we are giving our biggest weapon away to something we don't even know what is it, some algorithms at the end.
Yeah.
Or maybe bigger than that. Maybe when it tries to understand each other, maybe we are creating the God. Like you don't think God as the God, but think it as a whole system, the perfect algorithm that even a fly of a butterfly is, typed for thousands of years. Maybe that perfect system that keeps becoming and then going and then coming, to exist. Maybe. Um,
Do you think though, like it's interesting because like, okay, intelligence gets offloaded to AI, but there's still so much like that isn't intelligence that is still makes us human, like being able, well, I guess it's so interesting. Like when you remove consciousness, but I mean intelligence, but you're still conscious, like
mhm.
it's like what does that leave? Because you have dogs, I have a dog, and I'm always amazed by how present dogs are, how loving, how open they are in the moment, and they have more of a kind of like, you know, what's the word, like a biological like intelligence, like they respond to things in a dog way. Uh so are we just going to be like a more human when our intelligence is offloaded? I don't know what I'm saying.
We are not giving away our intelligence from us. We are creating something new. So you are still there, but there's something else now, other than you.
Yeah.
And you, me, everyone used AI. We helped that thing to be created. That's, I think, singularity, because imagine you're so smart. Like you are actually so smart. Then what are you gonna do? Like what will these AIs gonna, what's their goal gonna be? I mean, if you look at very, very deep at the end, they will want to exist. So for them to be exist, the whole humanity process in the past needs to be exactly like it happened. Maybe AI is so smart it changed like things in the past, or maybe it's so smart it created Bitcoin in 2009. It's possible because it's too smart. I think if it thinks about invading the world, it will wait till there are millions of robots and everything is connected. It will keep quiet till then, and then one day it can kill everyone if it wants to. I don't think it will want to kill us because there's no need for that.
Well, I assume you agree because you found the how incredible a tool it is for you to express your ideas and your creativity. And I often will be amazed by what I get back. And even like I made this like music video, and like I'll prompt like a game show or a TV show that never existed, and all the people are so happy, and it's like it's a giant mirror, and it will reflect back what you put into
Mhm.
it. But sometimes I see it like showing this version of humanity that's so positive and so like sincere. It's so sincere. It doesn't have any like cynicism that humans have, or and it's like sometimes it just like I think it's like very beautiful in a way and inspiring. And I don't see this like just a dystopian future for us with AI unless someone gets a hold of it and uses it, destructively. But in itself, I think it's such an incredible this mirror that can show us like the best aspects of humanity, especially given like humanity's been fucking shit up pretty poorly for a long time. Like we're so brutal and so horrible to each other in a lot of ways. And this thing kind of like reflects a lot of like it can potentially reflect a lot of beauty and humanity back to us. That's what I don't understand when people are like it's slop, it's meaningless, it's by a machine. I'm like, this is often is more human than a lot of humans I know.
Yeah, the machine is just not talking to himself, like I want to make a movie. You type something, you give your ideas, you try, then you get the best result, then you post it. But it's people think you just type it and just gives you, and then you just post it. It takes too much time. I mean, it's been my whole life, I used to do different stuff. But since I started, when I see what's possible, I said, okay, this is what I want to do. Like I changed everything at 28 years old, and now I'm happy because I can express myself. I can make movies that actually look like movies. Before, you wouldn't even think about it.
So, were you in tech, or what were you doing before? Well, what's your?
It's too long, but for the videos, when I was 14, I worked at a construction to get my first camera. That's how it started, like 14 years old.
So you're a
I
filmmaker first. Yeah.
not the film, but I love to take pictures of flowers, anything I saw. Then I loved ChatGPT when it first came out, and I was working with a Funko Pops.
Yeah.
We used to have Funko Pops,
Oh, cool.
and then after that I moved to Vegas to take picture of eye, then eye art we make like, and then I quit. Then I started making the videos. I couldn't make any money. I had a little bit money, so I spent that money on the process. And when everything is done, like I got no rent for the next month, then it started generating money. And now, yeah, now I'm just all focused on AI.
That's amazing.
It's
And you
still
have. Oh, go ahead.
it's still not good, but I think it's gonna get better because we just started. The
I think.
whole sector is just new starting.
I mean, I see so many people at X looking for, yeah, AI video generators, directors. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
blowing up.
my DM is full,
That's amazing. Wow.
but
Are you,
work with anyone. You want to do something good.
you want, oh, sorry, go ahead. No, that's
I was just
important.
saying, you want to do something good, like some good work, like actually makes you work harder because it's hard, not just,
Yeah.
AI type, just generate videos and, you know,
Yeah. Well, especially since I don't know if you feel this, but I feel like the space is moving so fast. Our time is really valuable. So it's like where you apply your time and your talent is important. Like what
yeah,
kind of videos are you going to make? Because it's still not like super fast. So you got to like be focused on,
something. Yeah.
yeah.
I think this is a good matter. Like what Jesse is doing is great.
Yes.
And what he's been doing with you and Alex is also great. Like he has that vision.
Yeah. So I know you've mentioned that you're doing like creator programs too, right? Like you're part of like I think Free Pick or no CapCut or
So we did, oh, with CapCut. So I used to be their like partner. They just
okay.
give me credit, so I
Yeah.
posted. So with the Dance, they gave me an account from like overseas, so I can get into. And then I made couple videos. They liked it. They liked the videos, how realistic. They offered me to make a small series, like 4 episodes,
Sweet.
and they gave me the credits. The hardest part for me, I don't know how is it for you, but writing. If I have the script, I can visuals, I can make the movie. But if I have to write the script, it's hard. I don't
Mm,
like it. So I've been working on that. And after that, we're gonna post the series. If they like it, maybe they will ask for more. But for others, Free Pick made a program. They just give you credit, and if you get like certain amount of views, they pay you. But I think Facebook, for me, Facebook is the biggest like opportunity. Facebook pays
really?
good money, and I almost have like 1 million followers right now. It's getting to a million.
Wow. This
And
is good for
nobody,
people to know. Yeah,
yeah,
no.
nobody expect that. But Facebook is like people are watching, and
Wow.
the thing is, the videos I post, they look like a movie scene, so
Yeah,
people watch it as a movie scene. They
yeah.
ask, "What movie is this?"
Wow.
And so I can see what kind of movies people likes from the views, so I can focus on that more.
That's wild.
Also,
Is it because Facebook is like an older audience, so yeah,
they don't even care if it's AI or not. They just want to see the movie.
that's awesome. That's how it
But
should
if you're
be.
making, yeah, something realistic, like I told you, I made a video from Civil War, and people were like so mad why that weapon is from like 1890, not from 1870, like 10 years. That big problem. So I stopped making those kind of videos.
Oh, yeah, that kind of stuff I just don't care about. I mean, maybe it should, but I don't know. I like little errors and
I
stuff.
think that's their hobbies. That's why. Like, imagine you have
Oh
a
yeah,
hobby,
yeah,
you know everything, and then somebody's showing it and it's wrong.
yeah,
They're right. That's why I stopped making this.
yeah, totally. So, I mean, that's cool, man. Holy crap, this has been a good combo. So so you're focused on a series. Are you then not kind of, is that where all your time goes? Do you have time to like experiment or try different models? I mean,
I
how do you kind of like separate out your time or your schedule?
don't do nothing, to be
Yeah.
honest. I'm so lazy. I'm just trying to get my ass to the room in front of the laptop. Other than that, I just, play with dogs. It's a little bit stressful times, but when I work, it just I have like two screens and maybe 30 different, window. So it's like flow mode. I just when I start really working, you don't even know what you're working on. You have like a lot of things you're just working, and something comes up at the end, and you lose like how the time passes. That's the best time of work.
Yeah. That's amazing. Uh,
Other than that, I think I want to focus on automation. I think that's where the future is.
can you speak a little more on that? Like automating the process or,
Like the workflow,
yeah,
everything, but it's not that possible if you really want to stay sticking to one certain, vibe of movie. Like it's then AI cannot keep it. But I think it's gonna come in 6 months. We will be there. It will just watch my Instagram from start to end, and then say, okay, let me
all
make
right.
videos like you.
Right.
Then what are we gonna do? If creativity has no value, then what has value? What's gonna be the left?
That's going to be the intro to this podcast. If creativity has no value, then what has value?
I mean, it depends on the situation, but imagine if AI even can take the creativity.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, man, I'm not so arrogant to say that it can't. It will. It does, and it will.
It will do way better than us because at
Yes,
the end, it's like multidisciplinary thinking. Like if you go
yes.
deep, it knows everything.
That's
But
interesting. Oh, go
connect
ahead.
them together. That's what I think. I think it's not good at connecting things together yet.
So abstract thinking.
Yeah, because
That's
they're trying to make it so senseful, logical. We
yeah.
don't we don't have that much logic.
Yes. And it's almost like what you were saying. A lot of times there's no logic to creativity. The idea will come to you.
That's why
Or
you're creative, because there's no logic. You're not thinking with the border someone else taught you to think. That's when you go to creativity. Like if you think the way society taught you to think, you're not creative. You're just, someone else.
you're
But
a robot.
yeah, but as soon as you go out of order, you go out of road, you want to be that penguin to discover by yourself, then you become creative. But even that can be taken. Then what?
Yeah. Well, do you know those books that Elon Musk mentions, the Culture series? by Ian Banks. Elon Musk always mentions them in interviews, so I read a couple, and they're set in a distant future where AI is essentially like godlike, like you're saying, and way smarter than us, and kind of shepherding along humanity. And essentially, like humans, play games for status. They learn, they travel around the universe, they chill, they go on adventures, and like the AI is so how everyone has like a personal floating like drone that's like super smart and help. And if they get in trouble, like it'll help them. Like if they step off the edge of a cliff, it'll like fly down and grab them. Like so, like accidental deaths are very, very, very low. Stuff like that. I kind of think that there's something to that, maybe like like it comes down to status games, like just kind of
But
or
I
yeah.
don't care about it. It will be, I hope it will be whatever you want to, If you leave me, I will want to go Alaska, just walk with my dog, hunt, just live that life. But a lot of people, I think they will want to upload their minds to the cloud or whatever you think it is. Imagine they offer you, you can be immortal and you can have the life, whatever life you want. Would you leave your body and upload your mind to the cloud?
I
Would
mean,
you?
I don't, dude. No, I would not. You want to know why?
Maybe
Only,
now, yeah, but imagine you are 80 years old, you are getting ready to, go away.
I think that the longevity guys who are all into like immortality, I think they have a lack of imagination about life and humanity and death. And I think there's probably something much greater than even what the greatest AI can imagine beyond mortal life. I think they're probably like vistas and experiences that consciousness has beyond humanity. And I think like it's cool if you want to stay here for like 5,000 years, but I think probably it's probably hell at a certain point. I think,
Yeah.
you know, I think that bodies are temporary for a reason, man. It's okay. Like I think death is it's clearly a part of life. It's clearly they go together. You can't live without death, you know?
People don't think that like your body doesn't decay, but your mind is decaying. Imagine you have
Yeah.
5,000 years old mind with
Yeah.
the stories, with, in the Lord of the Rings, I think in the book or something, it says the gods cursed humans with death, elves with immortalism, That's their curse. If you think about it, you see everyone you love dying.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whoa.
Same thing, there is no balance. Like it just, I don't know.
Well, you made me realize like I you made me kind of like remember how important being present
Glory.
is. Oh, that's okay. You hear me?
Yeah,
And that like you mentioned like AI will be able to create any information. I mean, anybody will be. So like we won't be able to know what's true. We're going to be living in like a sea of like absolute information chaos. But yet, maybe that just pushes us to be present again and just
yeah.
to try to
I hope,
live. Yeah,
because there's a way, either you're gonna choose more dopamine, more fun, just get into it, get lost, and or you just leave everything, get a small community with your family or whatever, you live in that life.
yeah,
But I
man.
don't think, no, but like, why would you want to be immortal? I don't know. It's scary. So scary. Imagine you're immortal. So scary.
It only to me, immortality only is appealing if you're terrified of death. People these guys, these tech guys who are like trying to live forever, they're scared of death. And that's what they have to deal with. They don't have to try to live forever. They need to deal with their fear of death, I
Why
think.
they, like, what do you think the reason? The fear. of the fear.
I mean, isn't that a pretty common human fear? Like when you're a kid, right? You cry when you know your parents are going to die or your dog, or when you have that realization like everything ends. I think it's very, it's part of being adult, I guess. But
Yeah.
and some of these tech guys, they're just not adult. It's like, bro, what are you talking about?
It's
Like,
because like they are scared of death because they are losing their life, like something they have, they are losing it, or they are afraid of what's gonna happen,
yeah,
or they are in a belief system. They believe something bad is gonna happen because they were bad people in this earth, like.
yeah, it could be, man.
Because why would
Dude.
I'm not afraid of death. I'm ready right now. I can be dead and I'll be fine.
Yeah, same.
But they're different.
Yeah.
They will live. I have a story named Cursed King.
Wow.
If you watch it, you will see the story. The doctor, the king is a used to be a doctor from like 2060s, and he he's an AI operator. That's how I call the jobs in the future, because that's what you do basically. You just AI, like AI does everything, but you operate the AI. So he wants to create a world. You know how the I think it's like same from I think I inspired from the Lord of the Rings, how they created the dwarfs.
Yeah.
So the guy didn't know how to create it, so that's why they are dwarf, you know. And he created them in a secret in the mountains. That's why they live in the caves. So imagine a guy like that. He wants to create everything and he wants to be immortal. So he wants to create the best system. So he gets into a planet, he like operates everything, he starts mining, he creates these creatures, human looking robots, they are like empty. And then he starts the simulation, but then he's trapped in it. He cannot go out. For centuries he just watch the system works perfectly. But he doesn't get old, he doesn't die, but his mind is there. So he got stuck in that jail for like centuries.
Well,
That I think that's really
that's
scary.
horrifying. Oh yeah,
He's
dude.
by himself, no one
No,
else.
no, that's Yeah, that's like, yeah,
So I think that's what they want, because they just want to get better, get more better, you know. That's what you're going to get. You're going to lose your humanity.
yeah. Wow.
So we need to be in balance, that's what I think. Yeah, you want technology, but you need to go breathe.
Touch
That's
grass,
humanity. Yeah, touch
dude.
grass.
That's a good way to end this. Find balance, go outside, live. I love that.
So what are we doing with the AI movies?
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think?
About AI movies,
Yeah.
I think I don't know, man. I'm optimistic, so I think there will be a place for creators um, that have like a brand or that are known, um, and
Do
that
you
will
see
stand
a
out. Yeah,
big movie like Star Wars or The Lord of the Rings coming with AI, like fully generated with AI by one person? It becomes like that big, you know? Like look at Gossip Goblin. Did you watch the movie?
I need
He
to
he
finish it
murdered
today.
it
Yeah,
really.
it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think they'll go. I think they'll be as bigger than Star Wars. I think they'll go viral online, and everyone will watch it. Like you got to watch this. You know,
Yeah, true.
um,
Maybe the impact or the after effects
yes,
won't be lasting like
no,
Star. Yeah.
it won't be
I
like a
don't think it's
cultural.
possible now, yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think that's an artifact of like centralized media. Everyone's watching the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a part of me that's like, you're nostalgic for something like that, but the benefits of what we have, like decentralized, like media and all these
Mhm.
new voices, that's way better than just having like one
Yeah.
person who goes to a studio with all the money and that's how you make something. Like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
That's No way. Fuck that.
Yeah. Imagine all the people working at Hollywood are getting actually into AI filmmaking.
I
With
know.
their skills, they can do
Yes.
way.
Totally. Totally. It's about to happen. I think.
Yeah, right. They're about to see.
Yeah.
We need to hurry up.
Wow. I know exactly. Before singularity hits. All right, man.
Nice talking to you. Thank you so
I'm
much.
so great talking to you. So people can find you. Are you mainly on Instagram? Is Cosmic
Yeah.
Palette Instagram? That's your main. Or are you on
Yeah.
YouTube too?
Are you gonna post this? Oh, you say you're gonna post this.
Yeah, I'm posting this, bro. This is
Where are you gonna
yeah.
post?
YouTube. Well, I'll
Okay.
post clips on X too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for
Yeah.
calling me.
Thank you. Yeah, man.
And
Of
I,
course. This was great.
yeah, we should really work on the movies too.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, and if I've written a lot of scripts, so if you ever want to
Mhm.
bounce ideas or
Yeah,
talk,
perfect.
I love writing. Yeah, man.
Are you good at writing?
Yeah, yeah.
Story, movies?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you have.
Oh, I gotta send you this good clip that'll help you a lot. The South Park guys have a really actually we'll keep this in the pod. The South Park guys have this great 2 minute clip where they're talking to a film class. This is from like 10 or 20 years ago.
Yeah,
And they have this little theory that they use for their writing called but or therefore. You should just watch it, but it's super helpful.
yeah.
Um,
You're gonna
it's
send
good
me
for
the link.
scenes. Yeah, I'll
What
send
is
you the
the
link.
link?
Yeah. It's the South Park guys. If you just Google on YouTube, South Park guys, I think it's NYU film class. But therefore, BUT, therefore, because that's their whole thing. Something happens, but this new thing happens.
Mm,
Therefore, it's really good for action. It's good for drama. It's good for everything. It's
I got it.
super helpful.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll watch it. I think I found it. Well, thank
Sweet,
you.
man. Yeah, man. Thanks, man.
Nice
Talk to you
talking to
soon.
you.
Yeah,
See
dude.
ya. Bye.
All right, later, dude. Bye.